Prakash Javadekar ji, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, Shri Surendra Mehta, Ms. Marley Winkler, Sadhguru Shri Ramana Devi to light the holy lamp and enlighten this beautiful occasion. Amidst his busy Parliament schedule, our Honorable Union Minister of Environment, Forests and Climate Change, Shri Prakash Javadekar ji, has made his august presence here and engraced us. So I request him to release the stamp that commemorates this 42nd IVU World Fest. Please, sir.
The stamp commemorates this remarkable event, and attention stamp collectors and hobbyists, go grab the stamps for your collection, available on in your nearest post offices hereafter. Souvenir, yes.
We request our Honorable Minister to release the souvenir, and we request Shri Sadhu Sivaraman ji to receive the same. Thank you, Javadekar ji and Shri Sadhu Sivaraman ji. I invite Ooran Adigalar to unveil the portrait of late Shri Mahalingam, who was a Gandhian by choice, a philanthropist by nature, and a staunch vegetarian. I invite Ms. Marley Winkler to honor our Honorable Union Minister.
No, This is the strength of democracy, which gives you choice. So in democracy, you have a choice of food, but you have also choice to propagate. And I believe in power of conviction. So somebody who is not vegetarian, and of our argument is very strong, scientific, convincing, and will appeal to his conscience, one must believe that one day or the other, everybody can turn friend instead of foe. So this is the strength of democracy. And therefore, I was really surprised when I was coming from New York, and in London, in a lounge I was sitting, Air India lounge, and 3-4 NRI young boys came to me. They were born and brought up in America, kids of NRIs. So they were telling me, at some reference, that they have now done away with non-vegetarian. I said, why? They told me, though, they gave me some calculation, that to create 1 kg of animal protein or the flesh, muscles, it consumes 15 or 20 kgs of food grain. Some kind of that mathematics they were giving. But I was astonished to see, and as a climate change, as an environment minister, they were telling me that this is more friendly towards environment, vegetarianism. And they have done away with, they were eating non-veg since their childhood, but they have now left it by choice. I think this is the way out. This is how we should go about. If it becomes invasive, it becomes an irritation. In Mumbai, there are some societies which compel people and residents, oh, you can't do non-vegetarian. That's not a good way to convince somebody. If you want to convert people from non-veg to veg, the method is Gandhian. And here is the great Gandhian with us here today. And the method is power of conviction. If we believe on our power of conviction and strength of argument and the science beneath, then people will. But it's after all a choice. And that choice is eternal. That's the basic freedom which the Constitution has enshrined. But yes, our country to a large extent, many people are vegetarian. And you can't force them that, oh no, only non-veg is good and veg is not good. The same is true that only this is good and that is not good. So that has to be scientifically evaluated. And when on health ground or many things, the whole Ayurveda depends upon ahar vihar, your lifestyle, your food, your dietary habits, all impact on your health. This is science. This is not only Ayurveda, this is science. And that, because Ayurveda is also a science, but this also gives you a holistic view of your life. I am not a fanatic on either way, on either side. And so I can see through a passionate movement coming up to promote or propagate vegetarian movement. There is stress on all food things because we are growing. 60 years ago, in my childhood, I used to see the population was 3 billion. Now it is already 7 billion. And we are now preparing for 9 billion or even probably 10 billion. It's a huge increase in demand for food, veg or non-veg. India is in peculiar situation. We have only 2.5% of the land of the globe. And we have 18% of human as well as cattle population. They require food. So it's a huge burden on the land. Only 2.5% of the world mass, land mass, and 18% of human population, 18% of cattle population. So it's a huge burden. And so we'll have to be more efficient. We'll have to increase our productivity. And we have to feed everybody. Food security is an important aspect. And I see there is another aspect to the diet. When we surveyed in various colleges, we found that poorer sections of society, the young people or the college-going students were more healthy in the poorer sections of society than the wealthy non-poor sections of society, because they were anemic, because of bad food practices, junk food. And poor has no luxury to eat junk food because they don't have the purchasing power. So what they eat is coarse food, and which is the best food available. That keeps you healthy. So if, I don't know what you call ragi in Tamil, ragi only. So that was whatever is stipulated as the food of the poor is the best food for the life. That's the best food. We refined and make it bad. So we need to eat coarse food in its original format, less cooked, and here is a man who is eating only raw food. But everybody can't practice that because everybody's digestive system also can take up certain things and not take up certain things. So somebody has a lactose intolerance, somebody has a raw food intolerance, many things may be there. But this is a very interesting aspect of life. We can't live without food. So we must have a habit to eat right food at right time. I was telling friends yesterday that the world eats at sunset. Our own life, our own villages, Indian villages also used to eat early to bread, early to rise, and eat at the sunset and eat at the sunrise. That used to be the good practice. But now we have converted into a late night dinners, late night parties. So along with vegetarianism, you should also promote good, healthy food practices. Because that is what is important. And therefore, I am really happy to be here. What I will request you is, after your whole day conference and confabulation and deliberations, please send me a note of the conclusions of what you have made. I saw in him a 92-year freedom fighter and a strict Gandhian and a strict vegetarian. My father died this year at age of 98 and he was strictly vegetarian. And a healthy till the end. So these are the matters of conviction, and we must be able to convince each and everybody on this count. And therefore, I wish this conference a great success, and these deliberations will guide the country to a great extent. Thank you once again, and wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you for inspiring us, sir. I request everyone to rise. Honorable Minister is leaving. Please, everyone. Thank you so much for coming, sir. We were really honored to have you here.